Shh. What is this? Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. I'll go up here and start at the top, but as of this moment, I do not know where Butch is. I tried to call him and text him. Hopefully, everything's all right, but I haven't got to talk to him today, so I don't know. So hopefully, he'll show up here soon. But James Shepard, Finding Keno the cat, Mary Freeland the cat, Tanya Burns, Chrissy Cat, Kettlehead, hello, Finding Keno. Thank you for showing up, and I appreciate you always being here. You're doing an awesome job. I appreciate it. Let's see. Meemaw Patriot, hello. Who am I missing? Frank Stein, hello. Rose Young. Let's see. Trudy Huddleston. Trudy Huddleston. Chris Gilbert. Richard Furr, hello. Hoodell Holler, hello. Good to see y'all coming in here this evening. Like I said, I don't know where my faithful sidekick is, so I can't. Nutmeg, hello. Been a day or two since I get to see your name. I'm sorry, I haven't got to talk to him today, so I don't know where he's at. I tried to call him and text him, and I ain't heard nothing. You're waiting on fart box, okay. So you're waiting on Cam, yeah. Broke fishing, hello. Let's see. Make sure I Creek, how you doing, bud? Grace Johnson, hello. No, it's good to see y'all coming in here. Like I said, it's piling in here pretty good already, and I'm highly impressed, and I love it. Well, hopefully we can entertain you tonight, Creek, while you're working. I don't know how good it'll be, but by God, we'll try to impress you somehow. Let's see. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot planned tonight. I figured me and Butch would just wing it tonight, but I did go pull up a few headlines. I did watch some. Hang on, guys. Hey, you better be careful. You'll fall. You're gonna fall. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second, okay? Give me just a second. Yeah, that's a 3-year-old. Yeah, y'all are hearing a 3-year-old. She's sitting in one of the bar stools, and they're kind of tall, the 38 inches or 34 inches, I guess it would be, but it's a long way to that concrete floor. But it sure gets there quick. So I just don't want her to get hurt. Anyway, Elaine James, hello. Yeah. I had a 2.5-year-old that was sitting in one of them one night, and he decided he was going to kick back in it. And he kicked it back a little far, and it went all the way to the ground. Luckily, he was he had been trained to. Grandma had always shipped the basket back and forth, so he knew to lean forward when it went, backwards, and when it went forward, he'd lean back. So when that chair went backwards, he leaned forward, so he didn't hit his head on that concrete. So I was pretty happy because I couldn't get there quick enough. Mona, hello. Patrick Kelly, hello. Elaine James, I think I said hello, but if not, hey, hello. Sheila Havener, uh, Marie Laval, hello. Laveau, Michelle Brooks. So anyway, yeah, no. So Barry J, hello. Anyway, I got some headlines. I did watch some congressional shit today, and I want to tell you what. I don't know what's going on up there, but I know McCarthy's really stirring the kettle a little bit, and Schumer is not happy. And McCarthy's allowing that he's going to cut the budget for 45% of overseas spending, which is beautiful, and 43% of the federal government housing program. Tennessee Ridge Runner, hello. John H, hello. I mean, I understand when people need help with the housing and stuff, but you can only, after 10, 15 years of living in government housing, if you ain't on your feet, you can't just keep getting handouts. Eventually, you have to get out and do something about it. In my eyes, I mean, we all had to. Why should anybody else get a handout? I'm not saying, hey, everybody needs help once in a while because we all do. Even me, I went through and I had to have a little bit of help one time. I got on food stamps once, and gosh, I hated that. But I lost my job and didn't have no income, so I had to do what I had to do, and I did it for a little bit. It wasn't very damn long though because it was embarrassing to me. I had to have my wife at the time go down and get groceries because I was so embarrassed of myself. Yeah, I think there should be a limit, Tanya Burns. I really do. And I think, yeah, 5 years, God's plenty. But it is what it is. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, John H., it is a very hard, yeah, it's a hard hole to dig out of once you get there. But by God, I wasn't going to live like that, either. I had determination. I was not going to live like that. Oh yeah, Mary Freeland. Yeah, I watched his temper tantrum today, and he's throwing a wild ass fit that McCarthy's putting that shit out there, and he's pissed, and he's telling Fox not to air another second part of it, and I think Fox is going to do that tonight because Tucker Carlson keeps picking up on it and running with it, and I want to tell you what. Excuse me. Why is Chuck Schumer so scared if everything was on the up and up? Why is he so scared? Yeah, there's something to that. Yeah. Even the rhinos are fuming because they all knew what it was. Oh yeah, Mary Freeland, you're exactly what. Who is Schumer to tell Fox what to tell us? Well, he was given a verbal over the air because that's his way of manipulating people because that's his threat without being a threat. Uh, Moving on. Hello, and My husband likes you, Shane. It's nice. Okay, well, thank you. But girl, hello. Marquette, hello. Uh, yeah, McTurtle. Yeah, he's all butthurt too. Hey, Sharon Mercer. Yeah, Bitch McConnell. He is a God. He's getting worse and worse by the day. He needs to retire. He needs to go home and enjoy the rest of his life out of politics. Ramona Perez. This morning, your goat had twin kids. Well, I think congratulations. And if it's not, here in a couple of years or in a year or so, you can have lamb chops. Either way, you'll fare out fine. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep up with chat right now. Like I said, I do not know where my co-host is. I wish he would have. I hope everything's all right because I usually hear from him. Anyway, a lot going on in the background tonight, y'all. It's sorry about that, but it is what it is. Welcome to life. Remote viewer. Sorry, you slipped in here on me. I didn't see you slip in, but hello. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Hoot owl holler. Yeah, I don't know if it's the hemorrhoid or if it's the inner part, but yeah, he is the other part of Nancy Pelosi's butthole. Yeah, I do too, Mary Freeland. Like I said, I haven't got to hear from him today, so I sure have a lot of fun with him. He's a hoot. Anyway, well, I'll get over here. I'm going to jump over on Breitbart here, and I'm going to read you all a little bit of headlines. I'm not going to get into the story. There's one I might. Let's see, Tennessee Ridgerunner. Every time their lives are proven false, it's another knife cut. So far, it's about 1,000 cuts or better. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. Chuck Schumer's a plug. Yeah. Hey, Craig the Hunter, how you doing, bud? Anyway, I want to jump over here and read the news, and then I'm going to drop the link. Like I said, I can't wait all night on him. I mean, the show must go on. Well, thank you, Remote. I appreciate that. Yeah, they can be a pleasure, but they can also be a pain. It's all a part of it. What do you do, you know? Anyway, what, honey? Yeah. I'm on the show. It's Chinese. Okay, I'm on the show, hon. Anyway, all right. Republican senator angry at Tucker Carlson for the Chase 6 video release. Nolte puts out fascist senators and the corporate media want to hide to censor the truth. There's no misconception about that because that's what they want. And Mitch McConnell is at the top of the line throwing a fit about that crap.
Bye. You get one. Let's go.
Hang on, guys, just a second. Give me just a few.
Hurry up.
All right, I'm back. I had to quieten it down in here. I was getting distracted too much. Sorry about that, y'all. Hang on, I'll be right back, guys. All right, all right. Maybe I got it taken care of this time. Maybe. Who knows? All right, this next I've been domesticated. Yeah, I got that way a long time ago, but then I tried to get away from it. Tried to go into the hermit and the troll stage, and I was just too damn big to be a troll, so couldn't do that. Who is Mitch's wife really? The cat? That is the head of the CCP's. His wife is sisters with Mitch McConnell's wife. They own the shipping company that has all the Maersk cargo container boxes. All of them. So, Mitch McConnell, what was it, 2 years ago, got a $21 million, him and his wife they sold a bunch of damn boxes for junk. And Mitch McConnell got a $21 million donation to his bank account from that business. So that's who Mitch McConnell's wife is. And what floored me was Trump had her in as the Secretary of Transportation. Hey, Carol Z. Yes, Mitch is a treasonous bitch. Yes, Mitch the bitch. He is. Anyway, I got another headline. This is a poll. Congress's approval is 15 at a 15-year high right now, supposedly. Now, granted, this is put out by Congress, so I think it is. Let me look. I don't want to. It actually really don't even say. Let me see. Yeah, it really don't say who wrote the piece or who wrote the piece. Excuse me, and so yeah, it's just hey Jim Boswell. So it's kind of a joke. Uh, Google code red. It says Google issues employee alert to rush AI into products. That's just wrong within itself. Why they pushing AI all of a sudden? Then there's another one that says Amazon's relationship with police caused privacy nightmare for citizens. Yeah, here's another one of it. Just another one saying Schumer is furious, demands Fox News tell Carson not to run second segment of the January 6th footage. And I was watching Redacted today, and I seen Stephanie, hello. A needy farting house, hello. I was watching a little bit of Redacted today, and they was talking about it. And it was it's quite interesting. Listen, if y'all ain't subscribed to Redacted, y'all need to go subscribe to them. They're very, if y'all want to hear some great news and good stuff, they are very thorough and very good. They're well worth listening to. Like I said, I'll catch them here and there, but I decided to go watch them for. I didn't watch the whole show, but I watched part of it today, and I was like, "Damn, I can't sit here that damn long. I got to get ready for a show." And but man, they are some of the information they put out and the way they put it out. I just love. Yeah, Carlson on Democrat media reaction. It's not outrage. It's fear. It's panic. I was trying to see if there's anything else really interesting. Okay, Politico's putting out Biden may okay the quasi amnesty for new Nicaraguan migrants. And here's a great one. Isn't this lovely? He hadn't even been in there a year yet. FTC investigating Musk Twitter demands names of journers reporting internal files. So they're all butthurt about who's releasing all these damn files from Twitter. Well, they shouldn't have had the files because it should have never been done. Reap what you sow, you know? Oh, and here's one. Revealed FBI work to get hospitalized Americans to forfeit Second Amendment rights. Some of this shit you just can't make up. That's why I read these headlines occasionally and just. Treasury officials back out of testifying Friday about Biden's family suspicious wire transfers. Wonder why. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. I got some more headlines I could hit, but yeah, Rand Paul is and Paul Ryan, yeah, they're they're. I don't tell you, I don't think there's anybody up. I like John Kennedy or Kennedy from Louisiana, but you know, you never know who you can really trust. You know, he's been there a long damn time. So is he good? Is he bad? Is he indifferent? What's going on? You never can tell. All right, Jim, have a good one. I'm fixing to drop a link so everybody can, so I can get some people up here. It's hard to bounce shit off myself. Yeah, the cat. You're correct. Yeah, John Kennedy. He's. I can't. I can't find or hear anything wrong. Jim Jordan. I've only heard one bad thing about him, and that's when he was the assistant wrestling coach in a high school, I think it was, and the head coach did something that was, I don't know what it was, so I'm not going to say, but he did something, and Jim knew about it and didn't support it. Well, we got one in here. Mr. Broke Fishing, how you doing?
All right, how are you? Let me grab my YouTube. There. All right. We won't get that backbeat. How are you today doing, Mr. Shane?
I don't know. No one's told me, and I ain't listening.
All right, you're doing good.
All right, thank you.
So, thanks for the news. I heard you were like looking for somebody to like bounce stuff off of. What's the latest, man?
Nothing real important. I mean, it's all just a bunch of back and forth horse crap.
Oh, snafu. Have you heard? Did they find the other two Americans yet?
Yeah, supposedly they found them.
Oh, they've got all 4 then now.
Yeah, I heard 2 was deceased,
Yeah.
and the other 2 were still alive.
Okay, cool. I
Now
hadn't
that's
heard
what
yet.
I think I read today, but I can't verify it or not verify it.
Yeah. I couldn't find anything on it. I sort of gave up. I was over, me. I was sort of over making my buddies, some of my friends laugh. You've seen me. I'm trying to spread the humor when I ain't over having to be serious, like co-hosting or something. And I
Oh
still
yeah,
spread
oh
it.
yeah,
I had,
absolutely.
I had 4 pages laughing today. I was back in. I was bouncing back and forth between 4 pages today.
Cool.
Pop out of this one, pop in the second one, pop out of the second one, go into the fourth one, back to the first one, over to the third one. They were all like, "Oh no, here he comes again." But it, I I told my friends, "I'm sorry, guys," when we went backstage on one because we all ended up on the same page and all backstage, and they're like, "Oh no, dude, your laughter like took a bad situation today, and just your sense of humor of coming in, reading the situation, and coming off with a stupid joke, or your hi, I'm broke fishing, I'm a panel surfer. It's been 1 hour since I was on a panel. Oh man, I got to reset that. I'm on a panel again."
Right, right.
I cleaned it up for you, Shane.
Well, thank you. You're too
That
kind.
your page deserves that respect. I wasn't
Do
going to
what
use that
now?
other word that everybody calls me.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I like I said, I try not to get carried away with anybody's show. I go and see other people and hang out until I feel like I might be getting out of line, and I leave.
Yeah, well, I've been spread information. It's funny. We talked about it last night. We talked about it the night before with conspiracy music. We had somebody asking about he did a cover song and got a copyright strike. It's only
Hmm.
a copyright strike, but we explained to him. I went and looked at the song and what's on his page, and he doesn't really have a entertainment purposes only and a fair use thing. So I told him go over to Conspiracy Music's page, look in his description of the video, borrow the fair use thing. I've already asked Conspiracy Music if he wouldn't mind that, and he goes, "Oh no, please do that." So I I sent somebody to him, and I'm like, and if you need more information, his email's right there in his about. You don't even got to say I'm a human. He puts it
Well,
in the description.
looks like we got somebody new. I don't know right offhand, so we'll give it a whirl and see how this turns out.
Hey,
Tom,
Shane.
Tom, hello.
Yeah.
How
Otherwise
are you?
known,
Tom.
AKA the cat.
Do what now?
Otherwise known as AKA the cat.
Oh, okay, okay. It's so dark I couldn't see your face.
You should change your StreamYard to AKA the cat.
I should. I'm not sure how I do that.
You go and see where your picture's at below the panel. Is
Yeah.
right next to where it says in the show. You hit the little white box with the three dots in it. You click
Yep.
on that, and then it'll come up edit name and edit audio avatars. Hit edit name.
Yep.
Sorry, Shane.
No, you're
I'm
good.
seeing
That's exactly.
I'm seeing comments and settings.
The three little boxes in your little square.
Your
Now,
little picture
on
down.
your picture down there where you're in the stream, it says you're live on the stream now. Go to those three little dots right beside your mic setting. Click it. Hey, Jeff Riddle.
It'll be on your the smaller picture down below in
Yep.
the
Right
basement.
yeah,
When
right
I hit
before you. Go ahead.
When I hit the three little dots, it comes up comments, settings, or cancel.
Really?
Yeah.
Really.
On an
And
iPhone.
that's on
You're
your
on an iPhone? Okay. Yeah, it's totally different on an iPhone.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
don't
have to
know.
go into settings and change it on your iPhone.
Yeah, it'll probably be in settings, I'd think too.
Then it says camera audio on settings.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my way through it, brother.
Oh,
Hey,
it's all good.
first
It's
time
all
I'm
good.
dealing with the iPhone, but most of the people, it's right in their little tiny picture. There's a little thing off in the upper right corner, and that's that's the
Let me see
setting.
if I can change it for him.
Oh, you can. You can. That's right.
Go
You
ahead on, brother.
I just think I found it. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'd rather not fully out myself.
Yeah, that's the only reason I recommended it. You know how these YouTube get.
I do.
How's that?
I love
Yep.
it.
Your cat.
Thank you, man.
So when you come in here, you're the cat.
Thank you.
Well, actually, from now on, when you go anywhere on StreamYard, it'll probably keep the same name, the cat. If it doesn't, before you jump all the way in, there'll be a place to edit your
Yes.
name.
Yes. That'll be in your
Very
little
good.
settings
First
when you
coming
go
in.
to enter the room. It'll have your mic and all that, and there's a little settings button. You can click it, and it'll have the same damn options.
Very good.
But it should stay there. When I've had a couple friends change my headliner thing, it stayed. And I had one mess with my broke fishing thing once, but he fixed it before I left the stream. I'm like, dude, I don't mess with your handle, don't mess with mine.
Right. Professor Falcon, hello. Moving on. I'm faith by nature. My hubby told me to tell you I love Shane. I sure hope this ain't a fun like it was last night, but hey,
Hey,
here's what it is. Al Bundy, hello.
I got another little bit here before I got to go and just like de-stress before tonight. You
Right.
know, I got to have some time to myself when I've been making people laugh for like 4 hours, 5 hours straight.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're making other people feel good, that's a good feeling. I love that feeling.
I know it is, but you still need some time to get up, move around, walk around, think about what you're gonna do next to get people laughing. Can't use the same bit more than a couple days.
Right, right.
Even though the blonde jokes went over really good on the other one panel I was on with the redhead on one side and the blonde on the other, and those two girls, I was like, oh my god. But I had them both laughing, so hey.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm sorry, Shane. It's
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, like I said, they usually have when it's being by myself, and I know I'm going to be by myself. I usually have plenty of plan, but I didn't realize I was going to be by myself tonight, and I hadn't heard anything different. So, and I called him because last time, 5 minutes into the show, I called him and I woke him up. He says, "I'm glad you called. You woke me up."
it was like the oh shit moment.
Yeah, he said, "I'll go run in there and turn around right now. I'll be right there." I said, "Okay." Thank you. Moving on. Appreciate it.
And
I'm trying.
You
to
found
figure
some
all
lighting
this
in the
out.
house there, the cat.
wow.
I say I'm trying to figure all this out.
Yeah.
It's all new to me.
Hey,
Oh, trust me. Yeah, it took me 6 months to figure it all out.
and if you have trouble, get one of the grandkids.
Oh yeah, yeah. If it's 4 and above, yeah, you got her fixed in no time.
I'm sure they could, but I'm challenged.
So am I. Limit of knowledge.
I'm the poor sap that ends up jumping in both feet and just
Correct, Hunter.
yeah.
Okay.
So let me share something with you, Shane.
All right.
About 2 weeks ago, I posted about molten sulfur rail cars sidelined in my town, about 2 blocks from my home.
Okay.
Well, they daily been moving them out.
Really?
Imagine that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have another train upset somewhere, or what's going to go on there? I'm wondering.
I have no idea. I think maybe the message got across, and maybe some people spoke up. I don't know.
Good question. Yeah, you shouldn't just have that shit laying around for no reason.
Or if you're gonna have to store it somewhere, don't do it right next to the city limits or the city outskirts. Take it out in between.
Well, that's the only reason our railroad exists here in this town. It had a contract to supply the subbase with movements of military stuff.
No, lovely.
And when the company that owned it went out of business, bought by a Mexican company called Durango, the railroad was the only thing that remained. And we have all these empty side rails here.
Wow. So you got a bunch of those.
A half mile of tank cars.
Yeah, I was going to say you got a bunch of those spurs coming off y'all's stuff.
Yes, and they're dual rail sidelines that branch off into other neighborhoods.
Right.
It's been an adventure.
Well, what gets me about that whole
John H., do you want to come up, buddy, and tell us what you know about that molten sulfur? Because that would be interesting to hear in my eyes.
Me too.
So,
the thing I hate about the whole rail car tanker thing is they're putting chemicals without buffer cars that react to each other. This one up front and that one behind, and there's no buffer. And I had another person tell me that they're not really marking the cars for what's in them.
Right.
No hazardous fly cards.
As far as my background takes me, I work directly under a marine chemist in the submarine field.
Oh, cool. My uncle was in the subfield out west.
And I understand the federal and DOT regulations. Now, the ones that aren't placarded, I understand. The ones that are placarded, I don't quite follow that in a residential setting. But then there are some buffer cars that's in there. They're hopper cars with plasticizer.
Yeah, not a true buffer car.
Right. Potato and Sarah Fair. Hello.
Oh, Potato and Sarah. That's our friend Sarah.
Okay. I didn't know who that was, but hello. Good
Hi,
to see
Potato
you.
and Sarah.
No, it's always good to see new names, new faces, new people coming in.
Yeah, I think we sent her over here from Creeks last night. She was lurking.
Oh, okay. I read something. Ramona Perez says, "Doesn't sulfur stink?" Well,
when they vent off, they do.
Yeah. They've sat in the heat for too long. They'll damn sure stink. But if they're stored in cold up north, where it stays cold a lot of times, some of that sulfur you can't smell, especially if it's damn cold.
Like the rotten egg smell of hydrogen sulfide.
Yep.
Underground.
The H2S.
Storage tanks in sanitary tanks. Bad news.
No, I want to tell you what. Yeah, H2S is the same damn thing. It smells like rotten eggs, and when you quit smelling it, you're in trouble.
You're already there.
You're already where you didn't need to be, because 300 parts per million will drop you dead in seconds.
Yeah, I did air quality surveys in confined spaces, so I'm pretty up on what that is about.
Well, you're pretty aware of that crap, aren't you? Margaret Egner, Red has taken a break for a while. I hope she comes back, but I knew she was getting pretty tired of just being a mod. She wanted to break, and so I hope she comes back. She was a blessing to my show, but uh, I can't speak for her. All I can do is, and she said she isn't going to mod for anybody else. She was just going to be done for a while, so hopefully she'll come back. Hopefully she takes a little break, gets a breather, and she'll come back.
We hope so.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good information comes across this channel.
There is some that comes across. You never know where it comes from either. I mean, that's why I like different people coming up, because different people see different things. Because we all.
I was really unsure about it at first, but convictions holding and various things happening, I figure people need to know. Personal opinion.
Ramona Perez, last I heard, Rob Retvet was going to try to get moved where he's going, and then they was going to take and go for a couple months of just touring and going around to places and just seeing some of the country they haven't seen, or maybe even some places they have seen. Just kind of getting out and actually doing some retirement.
Nothing wrong with that.
New Dawn, Red October. Yeah, no, I did see that today. I did read it, and John H says, let's go here. You'll like this, DeCat. Burning H2S turns into the very benign H2SO4 sulfuric acid.
Yes, it does.
See, that's something I did not know.
When introduced to a flame, it becomes a whole different compound, oxidized.
Huh.
Well, it's not like sulfuric acid is that. It's better than the other, but it's still deadly as heck.
But
it's a very dicey situation.
Yep.
Especially if you're in a confined space.
I know we came across a couple meth labs when I was fighting wildland fires, and nobody knew they were in a spot to where I wouldn't even get. I don't know how those people got there to do it, but it was very obvious it was a meth lab. And I made my whole crew leave. I called it in. This guy comes in. They came back. They had to have me go back in with them, but they bring me a suit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I got to go in and take some tests, but the rules are I can't be by myself, and I have to have a certified advanced firefighter with me. So here's the suit. Can you put it on? I'm like, dude, I've already been stomping around in there. He goes, yeah, we're going to go down and decontaminate you after we do this. What? It ended up not being as what they thought. It was still a meth lab, but not the chemicals they were praying weren't there. But it was still scary to be told you're going to have to be decontaminated.
John H. Yeah, that's what they burn off on wellheads in Oklahoma. Yes. Not only Oklahoma, but Texas and southern Kansas. Yep. Yeah, I knew that's what they was burning off. They're trying to get it. Everybody thinks it's just methane gas, and it's not. It's not. It's H2S. Trying to get rid of it so it doesn't affect anybody.
Yeah.
I want to tell you what. You drive down into a valley, check on a well. I know of a story. Now, I wasn't there, but a friend of mine was. And he was on the hill. He was a third truck. And one truck went down there and run into a tank. He just run into a tank. Never even slowed down. So the second truck went down and checked on him to see if they could rescue him. Run into the back of that truck. none of them have H2S sensors on their clothes, and most of them wear it on their hat. Which is, if it already gets to your hat, it's already too late. You got to wear them down towards your ankle. That thing starts beeping. Get the hell out of there.
You're absolutely right. People don't understand the difference between heavier than air gases and lighter than air gases.
Oh, it'll fill up your lungs and you're dead. And it makes your liver and kidneys as hard as a freaking rock.
Hey, Shane.
When it becomes, yeah.
I got to go, guys. Thank you for letting me up, Shane. I have company disappeared here. I will talk to you later.
Sounds good, bud. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah.
Good to talk to you.
Yep.
Cindy Fuller Stevens, hello.
Hello.
But yeah, that stuff is wicked. Like I said, I dealt with a bunch of it. We was down in there on one well, and I had this big loop on there, and I'd never seen an above ground loop like that. I said, "What's that for?" They said it traps H2S. Well, we tore apart this pumping unit, which was a great big Ajax. It had melted the piston to the cylinder. And it was budge. There was nothing you could do. You couldn't get it moving. And I looked at this guy's, which name's Cody, which he was above me. I was working with him, and I said, "Man, this stinks down here, and something don't seem right. We got to get the hell out of here." He says, "Yeah, I ain't jacking with this anymore either." And he says, "I'm out. They can do something different." And we left. And we called the company man, which was a Chesapeake. Said, "Hey, you need a new unit. This H2S is eat this thing up." And it's just like a truck being parked on the coast, on the Pacific, for 6 months, never moved. It had eat it up with electrolysis. It was so bad that nothing would move. How it was running as long as it did until he called us, I have no clue. Or maybe it was already down and they just wanted us to put it back online. Either way, we couldn't do it. I mean, yeah, we could have popped the cylinder and pulled the piston and all out at once, but I was not comfortable being down there. And I was like, I'm out. I ain't going to be down here no more.
There comes a time when you got to make a discretive call and get out of the way of it.
My life cannot be replaced. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure there's another moron going to come along that could replace me, but I don't want to go out like that.
Exactly. I mean, that typically was my job. I was contracted directly under a marine chemist to go sample air quality and write chits for work in confined spaces. And the things that we would run into were unbelievable. Like even in the underside of a submarine, in the free flood area, after they come back from sea, the microbial action that happens in there as it decomposes into plankton and various things, you get the same result.
Oh, yeah. What do they call that? Barnacles or some crap? It gets all over.
Well, it has barnacles, it has mud, it has plankton, but when it all breaks down, it all turns back to the same thing.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. And it'll eat the hell after it gets caked on. It'll eat the hell out of metal.
Oh, yeah. That's what we did. We'd go in there and refurbish those free flood areas besides work inside.
Damn. Yeah, that's a lot of damn work. Some of them barnacles, I mean, they say it takes damn near a jackhammer to get them off of there.
Well, when they sit in a dry dock for a while and get dry, and they have sound dampening tiles that they pull, most of them stay adhered to that.
Mm-hmm.
And they just change out the tiles.
They just swap the whole thing. They can't get it off, huh?
Right. Well,
it's etched in there.
Yeah, it's just so nasty that there's an easier way around it.
Oh, yeah, probably a whole lot less costly. Just replace it.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, I've read about it. I've seen some things about it, but I don't know. I've never done it.
I did that for the last 15 years of my life.
Oh, wow.
I was injured as a result of somebody's negligence, and I'm my health is coming back now after, well, that happened in 2013. So I'm finally getting on the road to recovery.
So 10 years later,
Yeah.
I sure hope they're still paying you for that.
Workman's comp will never settle it because they can't. They can't afford to. Just a simple thing. They're the ones, they thought I'd be dead by now, but here I am.
Hey, they're still paying. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well,
They sent you into that situation. It wasn't volunteer, I'm sure.
no, it was, they did some crane operations that night and didn't put the turnbuckles back in place and put the locking pins in the clevis. I decided I was the first person to the boat to go do a survey in the mornings, and boom.
Wow.
So, yeah, I feel fortunate to still be here talking.
Yeah, I would think so.
Grace of God.
And you look like you're still a fairly young man. So
I'll be 68.
you'll be
this month.
68. You look good for your age, I'm going to tell you.
I'm trying to do.
Hey, you're doing good, bud.
Keep on keeping on.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's all you can do.
Oh, yeah. That's
You do your part.
Wish
God
for
does
anything
his.
else, but it ain't going to happen.
You do your part. God does his, and it'll all come about.
Oh, absolutely. Gina H., sorry I missed you earlier. I did see you, but hello. And Donna R., good to see you. It's good to see everybody coming in here. Uh-oh, we lost somebody. Are you talking about Z-Man, Gina H.? I don't know which Robert you're talking about. Last I knew, he went down for a while and he come back up, and I hadn't heard anything since. He usually comes over here and pops in, but I have not heard any. I haven't heard anything on him in a while, and that's kind of odd because I usually hear stuff about him. So I have not heard anything on Robert. And I think my buddy the cat hit the wrong button and throwed himself out of here. So hopefully he'll be back here shortly. Gina, I wish I had some more answers for you because I really don't know. Okay, Z-Man's got a new channel, Craig the Hunter says. And so does Donna R. So if anybody's got it, drop it in the chat so Gina can grab it. That'd be great. But yeah, I hadn't heard anything, and it's probably been damn near a month for me since I heard anything on him. Okay, he was on Diamond Lils this morning, is what Al Bundy's saying. And he's got a link on his community page for Z-Man. So if you go to Craig the Hunter, you can pull it off of his community page. So you got all the information. Like I said, that's all the information I know. Like I said, I kind of try to keep to myself over here with my little show and just do my thing just so, oh, Shady J, just so I don't, it just keeps all the drama down. I just don't like a lot of damn drama. I'm here to have a good time, talk to great people. And that's what I get to do over here. Sometimes we get some boneheads in. Uh-oh. It looks like somebody woke up. What's up, bud?
Hey.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm just getting ready to leave the hospital.
What the heck is going on?
Oh, man, it was a little over 8 hours. They took the kidney and and the thyroid. They did them both today.
On you?
No, on my brother-in-law. Remember, I had to take him.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I forgot all about that, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they had to get all that cancer out, man. So
That's right. I forgot you said that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the one you had to take down there and be down there at 2.
that what, Bubba?
You had to be over there at 2.
Yeah, I got up at 3 this morning. I had to have him
Yeah.
over there at 5:30
Yeah.
over here. So, but I got out to the car. I didn't have my phone there because I didn't want to wake him up. And I
Right.
seen that you had called, so I wanted to, and I seen you sent me a thing for a live, so I went ahead and popped on real quick.
Yeah, I was like, damn it. I'm sorry I forgot about that. I mean,
Oh, it's
son
all
of a gun,
good.
now I feel bad.
Yeah, I can't see the chat, but hello everybody. Sorry, I'm not with you tonight.
Well, there's about 124, 100 people. It bounces right. Yeah, one says 124, one says 100. So we're rocking and rolling. We're running wrong here.
Awesome, buddy. I did want to thank everybody in the community for the prayers for my brother-in-law last night, though. So
apparently they work pretty good, huh?
they're saying they think they got it all, Shane. So that's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know if I can
Did you tell them to leave her zipper in there in case they miss something? They can go back in, just unzip him and get it.
I should have. I know I'm freaking tired.
Oh, I know you are, bud. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I apologize. I know you only had like 5 hours of sleep.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah. I don't know. The hospital's back there somewhere.
Yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yeah. But I'm waiting for her. She's in the potty, and then we're got that 40-minute drive home.
All right.
And probably run back up and spend the day with him tomorrow, and then I will be on with you Friday night, Bubba.
Oh, that sounds good, man. I forgot all about that, and I was like, damn, I don't know where he is, and he wouldn't call me and couldn't get a hold of him. So, and I forgot all about that.
Yeah, and like I said, I was in there all day, buddy, and it was a little over 8 hours, and recovery and stuff before they let us go back in there. And
oh yeah, Kim Scanley, hello. But John H is asking what type of cancer was it?
I honestly couldn't tell you, but I don't know that. I know he had it in his thyroid, and he had it in his left kidney, and they took both. So it's chilly out here. I'm going to start the car.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Up there in Illinois, yeah, it'd be a little cool right at this moment.
This is cool, man. This is the first time I ever tried this on the cell phone.
It's a wonder you found me. And the cat, you did fine, bud. You did great. I love it when you come up. So no, don't ever worry about it.
Am I getting pretty good reception here, Shane?
Oh yeah, you look good. You sound pretty decent. I mean, you're good.
Awesome. Because I'm on 5G. I'm not on Wi-Fi or nothing. So
yeah. You're just on data.
Yeah. We're gonna swing through as soon as she gets out. Hopefully soon. Grab a sandwich and head for the hills.
Beverly Hills.
Oh, I wish I could use a nice
anywhere but California.
If anybody out there in the community wants to give Mr. B a massage, I'm open for it.
Craig the Hunter says you look better on 5G.
Oh, well, thanks, bro.
Independent Manny, hello.
Love you, Craig.
And she says hello to you too.
I'll slip you that 20 later, buddy, for saying that. All right, Shane, I'm going to go put it on her tail because I'm ready to go home.
You're going to have to go put a little whoop on it, huh?
Yeah, I am so whipped, buddy. I probably didn't fall asleep till 11:30 last night and got back up at 3. And
yeah, makes for a short night and a long day.
Yeah, I'm pretty whipped. But I did see you called, and I seen you sent me an email, so I at least wanted to touch base with you.
I had forgot all about it, and I apologize. I feel so bad. I forgot all about that.
Oh, it's all right, buddy. It's all right. You got a lot going on in your life too.
Oh my God, yeah, today was stupid. I'm almost glad I'm off tomorrow, just so I can. I'm sure I'll try to give you a buzz once you get a little rest, but you're going to spend most of the day with your brother-in-law, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna run back over here tomorrow and spend pretty much most of the day with him because I probably won't get a chance to get with him too much Friday, maybe for an hour or two. 'Cause I got a lot going on Friday, but I will be back on live with you Friday night, buddy.
All right, sounds good, man. And like I said, I'll try to give you a buzz, or you can give me a buzz when you get a chance tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't plan on being up there much past 3 in the afternoon, so I'll give you a ring when I get home.
There you go. So about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, we'll just
Okay,
visit then and just kind of see
okay,
what
bud.
we're going to do Friday and just kind of go from there. Hopefully everything keeps going well, like it sounds like it is. So,
Yeah, I got my fingers crossed. They're saying it went really good, so we'll see. They got a big old drainage tube coming out of his neck. That looks disgusting, but
oh, I can imagine.
and one coming out of his back. Yeah.
Uh, I bet that's some lovely crap coming out of
Yeah,
there.
I get to think about that while I'm eating my sandwich, but I'm so hungry I don't care.
Yeah. Shady J says, well, I might know a fella that will whisper in your ear after a massage.
But I'll take any form of comfort right now.
Hey, your finger's not supposed to be there. It's not my finger.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to the show, brother. Love you all. Thanks for the prayers last night, and I will definitely see you all Friday night with my buddy Shane.
All right. Sounds like a plan, man.
All right, buddy. I will
All right.
talk to you sometime tomorrow, Shane.
Have a safe drive home, buddy.
Yes, I will. Thanks, bub. Talk
Yep.
to you all later. Bye bye.
See ya. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, with that note, I'm going to have to run to the gentleman's room and relieve myself from some excess fluid. And I'll be right back and we will continue to talk about nonsense and no sense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. You know, nature calls. We all have that problem. The luxury of being in chat is you can run and do it anytime and no one knows you're gone. When you're up there by yourself, it's kind of hard to go around and do that. But hey, it is what it is. Al Bundy. Any of you gals like Bob Dylan? What he's saying. Shady J. I ran across her yesterday, or them, I should say, maybe. And they knew who I was. And I'd seen the name before. I just couldn't remember where. But so it's good to see you in, and it's always good to see new people in. Always good to see new people in. Yeah, the cat nature has a way to call us out as required. Yeah, I sat here for about 20 minutes doing the pee-pee dance, so I figured that might be long enough. I better get back in here and talk to somebody. But it's all good. Like I said, it happens to all of us. Lady Lay, yeah. Lady Lay, yep. I was trying to think. Trying to think of the words of that damn song because I love that song. It was a great song. I had a couple stuck in my head this morning when I woke up too, and one of them was Blake Shelton, "Don't Make Me." What was that other one? I can't remember anyway. But there was some stuck in my head this morning for a long time. You like this? I like good singers. I spray your squeaky door hinges when I pass through. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there it is. John H has it. That's what I like about John H. He's got knowledge about everything. Blowing in the wind. Now that's what I do when I go outside to relieve myself. And I don't do that in the winter. Only doing that in the summer. Uh, well, thank you, Decat. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. Yeah, if I'd have practiced something up today, and it's not like I have to do a lot of damn practicing for me to just do what I do, but I could probably pull something out of my behind and try it. I probably have to look at the words real quick because I can't remember how they go right off my head, and it's one of my favorite songs. So that's what really frustrates me is I can't remember how they go. I know all the what do they call vibrato to them. I just don't know right off the top of my head. But I can go look. Let me hang on a second. I can probably try a little something. The hell, you know? Hell, we ain't doing nothing else. We're just sitting here killing time. You know, before I get to this, Becky Justice goes, I got up this morning singing I Would Stand By You by Rascal Flatts. When they first come out, I kind of liked them. But man, they come and went so fast and they burn themselves out in a hurry. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still up in the air about them. And then I met a guy that looked just like the lead singer of Rascal Flatts. He lived here in Beaver, Oklahoma, and it was just, and I couldn't stand that guy. And that's probably what made me dislike Rascal Flatts, is because of that guy. Because he was not a stand-up dude. I think he was an ex-inmate or some shit. I'm not saying they're bad people. It's just his antics and the way he was a male gold digger. So I a little something, huh? A little something, something. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me see how this goes. Oh. I'll give you a little piece of it. They can't stop that. Yeah. That's Blake Shelton's Girl, when I look at you, you look to me like I'm not even there. I try not to give up, to be strong, but I'm afraid to say I'm scared. I can't find a place your heart is hiding. I'm no quitter, but I'm tired of fighting. Baby, I love you, don't want to lose you. Don't make me let you go. It took a long time for me to find you. Don't make me let you go. Baby, I'm begging, please, and I'm down here on my knees. I don't want to have to set you free. Don't make me. Not good enough? Stoned but not alone. Hello? I hope that was good enough, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I can't hear myself. I know I was a little raspy there. That's just because I haven't tried anything in a while. It's been a day or three anyway. Well, thank you, Crazy Cat. I appreciate that. Yeah, the video was pretty cool on that song. I love the video. It showed a lot of emotion in it. That's what always makes it awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for all the kind comments out there, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm just a hacker like anybody else. I just kind of hack at stuff. I don't know who Steve is, Cindy. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I was trying to think. I don't know that I know that one. I'm still trying to get one little old gentleman on here. He's a younger man, but Steve and Nina Harlow. Okay, and is that the name of their show? Okay, Finding Keno. Grab it. Let me go click on it. What night do they do that? There it is. I'll just hit subscribe and we can go back to what we're doing. But anyway, unless I turn you into a Smurf, Keno dropped it for you, Cindy. Yep, Keno dropped it for you. Ronnie Millsap. No, I listened to some of his stuff, but I don't know any of it. Most of my stuff's like I'm still working on a Merle Haggard song for Meemaw Patriot. And that one's tough. I'm gonna tell you, that one's tough. It's a little out of my range of music for what I like to sing that I'm comfortable with. But I'm going to try to pull something off. That's what she wants. So I'm going to try to do that. Ronnie Millsap. I can't even think of any of his songs right off the top of my head. There ain't no getting over me. God, that sounds familiar, but I can't. Is that one of the songs that Ronnie did? Finding Keno, we are Smurfs. Okay, Shady J. Thank you. Yeah, there's a few songs. Like I said, I don't know. I got a handful or two songs that I kind of know, and I won't do the whole damn thing because there's some of the notes I just don't hit without a mixer hooked up to my mic, and I don't have one hooked up right now, so I'm just not going to do it. But yeah, there's some of them that I'd love to do. I mean, there's some old songs that were rock, Smoky Mountain Rain. Yeah, okay. That was a good old song. I remember parts of it. I don't remember very much of it, but I remember that. I remember the sound. I love it. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to go listen to that Smoky Mountain Rain, because I do. Now that you mention that, I do like that song. That was cool. Shady J, your song reminds Chris Cat of Slim Shady. I was never a big fan of rap, but I guess that's what he called him, so Slim Shady or whatever, and the white rapper. He did a song. It was called 8 Mile. Love that song. Al Bundy, you're jealous of. What are you jealous of? Yeah, Keno just dropped the link. If anybody wants to pop up and share their voice with the world, or just hang out and visit. John H is from Oklahoma. Maybe he'll come up and share a song with us. He probably could belt out a tune or three. Gary Carlisle, hello. You like the blues? Chris Cat likes the blues. I'll listen to some of that. Atoka? You scare cats, John H. Well, I'm sure it ain't that bad. You can't scare cats. Atoka. I was trying to think where that was. What city's that next to? Gary? Carlisle? Because the last name Carlisle sounds familiar. Chris Miller, hello. You're the death metal thing. So no one can tell the difference. Right? There's a bunch of screaming and hollering either way, right? It's out by Stringtown. Okay. Still don't tell me. It's still not ringing a bell. Durant. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Down by Durant. All right. No, I'm up here in the Panhandle, and John's up in southwest Oklahoma. I didn't want to dox John, so I ain't going to tell what city he's from, but he's from a city I used to live in. Yep. Been out here for 48 years now. Out here in the Panhandle. I went to the city, lived there for a couple of years. I went to Comanche, Oklahoma, lived there for a couple of years. Went to Elk City, lived there for a year. All roads lead to Beaver. So that's where I always come back to. Chrissy Cat, yeah, sometimes the words get pretty nasty on rap. There is one, and it was that tribute to Biggie Smalls with P. Diddy and Sting. That song I love. That song I love the way they redid that. Every Breath You Take, that was just to the song, but it was a Sting remake. Now, I don't know if it was because the lady that was singing in the background or if it was Sting, because I like Sting's music. Got Your First Kiss in Burns Flat. I know where that is. A buddy of mine that I knew way back in 90, his name was Red. He was from Burns Flat. Yep. He ended up buying a truck for my uncle that I used to drive around, and it was a 63 Ford unibody long bed. Yeah, he went by Red. And it was because he looked like Carrot Top. So everybody just called him Red. Richard Furr. I lived in Burns Flat for a couple of years. Yep. Just south of Elk City. Yeah, that's a neat little place. Now, right over just on the other side of Burns Flat, just to the west, they got that damn a launch space station launch center or whatever the hell it is that's never been used. It used to be an Air Force base, and they turned it into a launch center for NASA, and they spent a bunch of damn money on it, and hell, the grass is taller than a damn. I mean, hell, it's up there 3 foot. You can't even see where you park anymore. They said they went back in and cleaned it up a couple of years ago, but I don't know. Someone's saying remote can sing. So, hey, remote, I can have Keno drop you the link if you want to come up and belt one out for us. I'll damn sure listen. I will listen. I hummed a few bars, he says. How many beaver would it hold? Good question. Not nearly enough. Okay, let's just say it that way. All right. You're getting requested, remote. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Good to see you, girl. Damn notifications. Oh, we was just in here talking about anything and everything, and then everybody started saying that remote could sing a little bit, and so now we're like, all right, hey, get on up in here. Let's get some of this going on. You seen Sting in concert a couple times? That would have been great. I don't know, which one did you see? Did you see him when he was the Police, Men at Work, or when he just went to Sting himself? When he went to Sting him, when he went to Sting alone, and that's all it was. He really blossomed. But man, he was backup singer for Men at Work, and you could always hear him, and he was awesome. BHS, they're ticklish, huh? Duran Duran was cool too. See, I grew up listening to Duran Duran, Daryl Hall, and John Oates, and uh, Mark. God, what was his name? Damn it, can't even think what his last name is now. Anyway, he sang that song. Who do you give your love to? When do you tempt the fire? It hasn't been like it used to. When do you cool your desire? And I had that stuck in my head 2 days ago. I went and pulled it up and I listened to it because yep, that's the song I was thinking about. Richard Marx, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, maybe that is Richard Marx. That's why I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Chestnut, Mark Chestnut. I love Mark Chestnut's music, especially the one of yeah, Dire Straits were all right. Yeah, I didn't mind them. Almost Goodbye by Mark Chestnut. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, Hold On to the Nights. I remember that one. Well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. And that was just a knockoff of just, I don't know, I pulled that one out of my butt. Maybe the next song I'll sing out the top end. I don't know. Yeah, Brad Paisley can be funny. Yeah, some of his are kind of silly, but I hate to say it, and it's sad to say, but I'm going to. I've always been more of a romantic person, even since I was a kid. I mean, when I was 16 years old, I want to get married and settle down. That ain't no kidding. And I didn't get married till I was 26 years old, the first time. And then the second time was in 2009. And I'd already been divorced for several years. And so I tried them 2 times. But the music I always listened to was always the more of the romantic music. You know, I grew up listening to George Michael's Careless Whisper, and I did like Seether's remake that they did in the 2000s. Love that remake. It's heavy metal remake, but I didn't care. It was good. But yeah, I grew up on Duran Duran and Thompson Twins and all that 80s bands, you know. I grew up on all them. Yeah, a lot of it nowadays considered soft rock. Back then it was considered rock or metal. And so the soft rock, what we call now, used to be just rock. Now, and you'll notice, hey, Jim Boswell, welcome back. A lot of the songs of my country songs that I will sing are not slow country songs, love songs, but they are slower than this red dirt stuff. I'm not huge on the red dirt. There's some I do like, but there's some that I won't. Like I said, I grew up on, you know, Diamond Rio and during a kid days. Hey, there's remote. Get on up in here. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know. No one's told me, and I ain't listening.
Well, I heard you were finer than Frog here.
That's pretty fine.
That's right.
Looks like the stuff on top of my head. It's so fine, it's transparent.
There you go. I got a song for you.
All right.
And I dedicate this to you, your channel, and Chrissy Cat and everyone in here.
Hang on. Let me turn you up just a bit. You sound pretty low there, bud.
Well, I've been
Yeah, there it is.
more energetic in my day. Yep.
Well, I had you turned way down too. I turned a lot of people down a long time ago.
Well, I'm going to get louder real quick too, so just be ready to adjust it in case.
Oh, it's all good.
I
Get her did. Get her did.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand out and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. And I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. All I need is to get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? No. How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? I tell you, don't get sad no more. I get by with a little help from my friends. Gonna get high with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Ooh. Do you need anybody? I need someone to love. Could it be anybody? All I need is someone that's just where I'm going, yeah. Somebody knows where I'm showing, babe. I get by with a little help from my friends. Said I'm gonna make it with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna keep on trying with a little help from my friends. Ooh, and I love y'all. That was for you guys.
That was good, man. I ain't no qualms about that. Yeah, ain't no qualms about that. You ought to jump over onto Saturday nights. Creek Squad goes on at 10 o'clock. I know it might be a little late for you. But he goes on 10 o'clock Central, and he does a karaoke night. And if you can play a guitar or something, you can do that too. Thursday night's guitar night. I think he changed that to Friday. But we have a lot of fun over there on Saturdays during the karaoke. And it's a lot of fun. You got to come over and try it out. And yeah, I mean, it's just this kid's young, but he's a good kid, great kid. He's like 28, good person. And
I'm going to be honest with you, karaoke.
It's tough.
I like to sing in key, and most people that sing karaoke don't, and it kind of drives me a bit crazy. Just saying.
Well, and the deal is, when I do it over there, when I do karaoke, you bring your own music, and they all know that when I go up over there, I do it off the cuff, just like you just did. I do it off the cuff.
That's what I do. Yep.
I do it off the cuff. I don't listen to music because I've heard it. And if I'm going to do a song, and I usually don't do the whole song. I do, first lyric or two, and then I just let somebody else jump up. But no, that's what I do. I do it off the cuff.
Somebody just called me a talented beard. Ramona.
Your beard sings well.
Yes, you made me laugh, Ramona. Well done.
Yeah, Ramona Perez, you got to watch her. She is a hoot.
I'll bet you. She sounds like she's fun. She's been cracking things up since I got in here. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You haven't seen nothing out of this girl yet. We go to Rob Retz, and I'm going to tell you what, she would tear it up. And I mean, I'd be in stitches.
Yeah, Ducat said, I personally love the blues, but I no longer have to lose. My life is so much better. I still like the music. I do too, but a lot of the stuff that I used to sing and play, I don't play anymore because I'm living a different life now in my new man in Jesus Christ. I understand what you're saying, Ducat.
Oh yeah. I still love my music, but I just avoid the evil.
Yep.
There's maybe some evil people that sing it, but that doesn't mean because I like the song and their message they put out wasn't a good one at the time. Not everybody starts out evil.
Yeah, well, that's true, but a lot of the music bands nowadays are influenced by evil. That whole market's been taken over by.
Oh my God! Every
people.
market damn near's been taken over by evil.
Exactly.
Every big major money maker has been taken over by evil.
I agree.
Yeah, you go to Memphis or Nashville, any of them places, you can go up in there and sing, and you could be the best singer in there. But you know what? You're only gonna get it if you'll sign that contract saying you're evil. Basically, is what it says.
Sign your soul away. Yep.
Yeah, sign your soul away, and they'll take you. Harold Bradley, hello. Brady, Bradley, hello. Yeah, you can't go anymore without finding all the great places that we all grew up on being tainted. And it's not because it's the money. It always is the money. Every bit of it. It's always the money.
Well, do you know that the love of money is the root of all evil, Shane?
Yes, I knew this. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've had this discussion several times.
We have, and we're seeing that more and more as these days go on right now.
Well, we're our eyes are open to where we can see it now.
Yep. We're seeing the war around the love of money and the things that are being done in the darkness because of it.
No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. And it's one of those deals that Sorry, I was trying to read this the cat's comment. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't think there's any company out there that has anything but big money that is not corrupted anymore. Gary Carlisle says, I don't have much, so I must be blessed.
Amen.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I ain't got a whole hell of a lot, but I'm gonna tell you what I got's all mine, and most of it I loan out to anybody that needs it. So,
And he
I'm a
ain't
pretty
taking it with you anyway.
oh yeah, I can't take it with me. Hell no. And somebody needs something, I try to help them out.
Well, this chicken pot pie is calling my name.
Yeah, I seen you was fixing to eat when you come up, so I thought. And I seen you lay your fork down when you got up here, and I thought that poor boy was just trying to get something in his belly.
Yeah, I just got back from the grocery store, and then I heard you guys saying somebody needs to come sing, so I thought I better come up and do a number.
Oh, you did wonderful. I loved it. You can come up anytime. Hell, there's even my new co-host. He is Mr. B. His name's Butch. You need to come see him because he'll even pick up a guitar when his hands ain't swollen from gout and arthritis. And he sings. He's been in a band for years.
I used to play a little bit of guitar and drums. You played piano as a kid.
Yeah.
But my hands aren't the same as they used to be, so it's hard. I understand what he's going through.
Yeah. He plays drums. That's his love, but he also plays guitar, and he does really well. And they do when he's been with this little band that him and his buddies have got together and done. And this gentleman's 60. But yeah, they do benefits and fundraisers. That's all they do. They do it for other people. They don't do it for themselves. And it's pretty neat. They'll do covers of all kinds of things. It's really neat.
Mr. B's brain.
Yep, that's it. And Keno dropped it. And if you'll go grab that. Now, he has not put, I think the only thing he's putting on his show right now is our show together. He would have been here tonight, but his brother-in-law had cancer removed off his thyroid and his kidney all in one day.
Did he happen to take the thingy?
No.
Wow.
No, this is just something that's developed over the years.
Unless there's somebody close to him in his home or something that had it.
Well, and that very well could have been. I don't know. I know that stuff's starting to cause a lot of problems. You're going to hear more and more.
Well, yeah, there's
anywhere from 2 to 5 years.
There's an epidemic happening of cancer right now.
Yep.
Well, I love you, Shane.
Epidemic of cancer.
Buddy. I'm going to head out and eat some dinner. And I love you all. You got a great crowd here. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Hey, get on out of here and enjoy your dinner, bud.
Roger,
eat it while it's warm.
Love you all.
See you, bud. Love you too.
I'll be listening in while I eat.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, it's great of him to bounce in here and let his food get cold and come enjoy some time with us. Song I wrote, I'll Take My Brandy. Well, Gary Carlisle, if you would like to come up and spit out a tune, I'm sure we could throw you a link. And you come on up. Anybody that wants to come up, you don't even have to sing. Hell, this ain't no singing night. This is just fun. Just something to do. We're just killing time. But if we keep going and everybody's happy and everybody's enjoying it, hell, we'll stay on past 9. I'm not against that by no means. By no means. I mean, we'll do whatever, if it ain't for the chat, I wouldn't have a show. So I got to keep the chat happy too. But Gary, you're more than welcome. Yes, not tonight. Okay, fair enough. Well, Keno did drop you a link in case you change your mind. You can grab it. We'll be on here for a little bit, at least 10 more minutes. I got to grab me something to drink. My throat is getting dry, but I 3 steps away, so it usually don't take me long. I'm sick today. Sorry. Okay. No, I understand. Lung infection. Is that like RSV or something like that? But yeah, I understand. Hey, there ain't no problems. Like I said, anybody wants to come out and belt out a tune or two, and they don't have to do the whole damn song, or they just want to come up and talk about anything and everything. Hey, it's all good. One arms, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, Gary, I know that feeling. Smoking. Yes. Yeah, I've had phlegm for the last week that is just killing me. That's what my cough is. And I've been taking some Mucinex MDM, and the pills weren't working, but they accidentally grabbed me the liquid this last time, and man, that crap works good. Problem is, then you're choking to death half the time if you're not careful. Anyway, I'm going to grab a drink. If y'all just hang on just a second, I'm just a couple steps away, and I'll be right back. Oh. Anyway, wanted to bounce off the. Every time I leave, shit, 10 more people leave. I quit leaving, so people quit leaving. Ibuprofen helps, yeah. Whiskey, honey, and lemon, yes. Nothing like a hot toddy. I'll tell you what, I used to, when I get sick several years back, I'd take a 2 Advil cold and sinus and a Crown and Coke. And I could be sick as a dog. 30 minutes later, I was fine. Oh, looky here. We got Jim Boswell. He's going to sing us something.
I wish I could sing, Shane. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of so many people.
Hey, you're all right now. There's only 62 in here. I mean, if they hear you talk, they can hear you sing. It's all the same thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the only reason I changed my mind about singing in public. And it wasn't until I hit the live stage here on ScrewTube that I even sang for anybody other than just a few kids around the house.
When I was a kid, I didn't even like singing at church.
Yeah. I always just keep quiet and just mouth it, just like you lip it and not have any sound come out. Because I didn't want anybody else to hear me, and I don't know why I was like that. My older brother, he's got karaoke and he does all that crap. And I tried to do it with him once or twice, but he's got such boastful vocals. He'd sing over me and he'd throw me off. So I just quit singing. I said, all right, you sing, I'll get him on the dance floor. And that's what we did.
Well, Butch can sing better than either of us.
Oh, yeah. Butch is good.
Plus, I'm partial to the rock groups with English accents. So,
like you're talking about Slade or something like that, or
Ozzy
Osbourne.
Well, I don't really like Ozzy, like Pink Floyd, Moody Blues.
Oh, okay.
Groups, the British rock groups.
Yeah, a lot of people don't remember Slade, and I will tell you what, they was a hell of a band growing up in the 80s.
Well, that's a little new for me.
Yeah. You're probably used to the 70s bands.
Actually, the 60s, when I was a little kid, before I was old enough to go to school, when my sisters went to school, I would go in their room and play their record player.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we grew up on REO Speedwagon, the Monkees.
Yeah, the Monkees.
Journey, Boston. I mean, yeah, we grew up on all that stuff. The Who, yeah, Hal Bundy, yeah, the Who. Yeah, Led Zeppelin we didn't play a whole lot of, but yep. Well, yeah, actually, we grew up in that. Quiet Riot, yes.
I wish I had back in the day. I wish I had spent the money and bought more of the mobile fidelity master records and compact discs because Remote mentioned Led Zeppelin. I was just online a few weeks ago looking up stuff on the day when it was too cold to work out here, and I was shocked to see the mobile fidelity did Led Zeppelin on master records. I can't even believe that.
Right.
The problem with mobile fidelity is they do so many pressings, and then that's it. When they're gone, you can never get them again.
No, I know it.
Yeah.
Gary Carlisle, Come On, Feel the Noise. Yeah, I remember that song. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock the boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild.
Yeah, Remote and I have the same taste in music, it looks like, looking at what he's writing in chat.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little older than me. I think Remote was born in 57. That's why it's 57 on his neck, because I was born in 61.
Yeah, he is born 10 years before me.
Yeah, it's good to see Remote here tonight.
Yeah, it is. It is. Every once in a while, blue moon, he'll pop in here, and it's good to see him. Me and him get a lot. We've been talking off and on for 2.5 years or better.
Yep.
Ever since the first Liberty.
Well, I always miss Remote's live stream because that's when I'm eating dinner and feeding the dog.
But yeah, and that's me. That's me. And I just that's when my busiest time is, and I'm trying to get ready for this.
Yeah, like 5:15. If I don't feed the dog, all heck breaks loose here.
Gary Carlisle is 1971 also. At first he said 71. I'm thinking, all right, Junior.
Changed it.
Yes,
I make it
How
up?
are you, bud? Welcome back.
Hey,
I found my way.
You found your way. Good. Congratulations.
you found your way home.
Remote said
Joe.
he'd be 63 on Friday, March 10th.
Yeah, my birthday was on the 2nd. I turned 62. Oh, you're going to be 63? I thought you were born in 57. Somebody said that once. Okay.
Ramona Perez, 1972. Yeah, my brother was born in 70. I was born in 71. He was October. I was December. And you're 72. I got a buddy that committed suicide a couple years ago, but he was a 72 baby, and we was best friends for 40 years.
I didn't know Al Bundy was 73.
Well, the cat, you come up to sing, or you just come up to bullshit?
No, I come up to comment.
All right, well, go for it. Spit it out.
I just love your show.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like that more people than you know can relate.
Well, good.
Just a little ado.
Yeah, just whatever. I mean,
And it didn't seem like you had enough panel coming up tonight, so I ventured out.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you did earlier. You saved my butt. I was running out of things to say.
Well,
So no, I'm glad you did. And like I said, I'd forgot all about Butch's situation. So boy, that made me feel bad when he finally called in and come up, and he was on his phone. First time he'd ever done it on his phone, and he hadn't even left a hospital parking lot from his brother-in-law yet. So I was like, damn it. I forgot all about that. But
leave no man standing alone.
right. I seen a comment a second ago. Someone said they had a 57. A remote says 57 is his favorite guitar. 57 Fender Stratocaster. Here's a funny one for you, remote. My brother has got a 54 Stratocaster lap steel with
Wow.
the original amp. and it all still works.
Probably replaced a lot of tubes, Shane.
It's been handed down since it was brand new.
And actually, I have no musical talent, but my son, well, he plays electric guitar and he's in the music industry with bands. One of the most expensive guitars is to find a classic Gibson ES335 with the Bigsby.
Yes.
The semi-hollow body electric.
Yep. Les Paul's another one. Yeah. Ramona Perez. And she has a Les Paul Epiphone guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, the Epiphones are really good. And some people
I
don't
agree.
grip.
I'm sorry. I recently bought a PRS, Paul Reed Smith, custom made Les Paul. Soon after I got it, I developed trigger finger from injuries. Now I'm trying to learn slide. And
Yeah,
it's a
slide-
whole different deal.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you do with trigger finger when your fingers lock up?
Mm-hmm.
I better move
Yep.
the drink aside. It's one of them ruminators.
Nice.
Hey, Remote, in case you didn't know, Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues uses a Telecaster. Everybody thinks he uses a Strat. He uses a Telecaster on, like, Ride My Seesaw.
Yep.
Because some people don't know that. It's like, it takes a really good guitar player to be able to play the Telecaster and not have the twangy country sound to it.
Right.
Can I share a little something?
Sure.
Yeah.
I started out years ago with rock and roll bands, moved into the church circle, did sound tech, and I basically have leftovers of a studio in my house.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how that can integrate into any of this, but if you can tell me a way where it would help, I got effects, mixers. all
See,
that.
I'm looking for a good
Multiple
mixer I can
amps.
hook up to my system so I can just get some reverb and a little bit of echo and synthetics out of it that I can't get just with the, because I don't play guitar or anything like that. So if I can just do it with my voice.
I guess my question is, if you were to put that out, can I integrate that through a system and send it?
Oh yeah, you could make a track and send it to me, email. And
Well, that's what I'm saying. I got 28 channel board.
wow.
I got a Marshall and a Fender amp, a Clips 300-watt sub, and different effects. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if we know a way that we could work it all out, I'd be glad to assist.
Well, I tell you what we need to do is we need to get with Butch. Because Butch is he's the one helping me look for a blend unit right now, a mixer, He's helping me look for one of those that's, I don't want to, this is just for fun. So I don't
It
want to
is.
spend,
But it's a hoot,
$16,000 on one.
and
That's
people
just silly.
love it.
Do what? What'd you
It
say,
is a
Kat?
hoot, and I think the people love it.
People do like anytime you can involve music and just play around and have fun and visit and talk about all kinds of stuff, maybe a little bit of news up front and just play around.
I'm going to look into it and find out what the codecs and the processing across these channels may do.
Right.
When's the last
Keep
time
it out of, go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
Nicole, when's the last time you used any of the equipment?
Pardon?
When's the last time you used any of the equipment?
It's active now at
Good.
my house, but I haven't tried to put anything cross line.
You're gonna have to play around with it and just experiment then. One thing I know is
Okay. Anybody that has more knowledge than me. Now, I've done the Sony Sound School of Tech years ago. I used to do productions for church and video media,
Right.
and
well, you
that's
got
where
to.
I kind of left off. But I have all residual equipment.
Well, you have
Well,
experience running the soundboard.
Well, and the problem you're going to run into here is on the internet is you're going to run
Delay?
into lag in between
Yeah.
and between me and you or anybody else. The biggest thing we could probably do is if we was on a private, we could probably it may come across a little clearer, so it ain't going through YouTube.
Yeah, do a private StreamYard.
Yeah, just do a private stream, and it's still internet based, but it's carried by it itself and not through to YouTube and then back to you.
I got you. I'm here.
And I'll put
I'm
in
listening.
private chat. I'll put in private chat my email, or you can go to my about. Well, you're on your phone, so I'll just
Send
put
it to me, and I'll do what I can.
There's one thing about YouTube I don't like. Well, first of all, maybe it's because of the computer. Once I had my son, he had a cable to hook the mini Mac into my preamp. We had to split the single because it's in mono. And playing it through my sound system, I was really disappointed that videos that sound okay on YouTube really didn't sound that high quality going through my sound system at all.
Right.
And one thing people don't realize is, okay, especially all the new music, they're mixing that stuff basically for Bluetooth. When they play back this stuff, they're listening to it through like basically just 4-inch full range drivers. So it sounds good on speakers that don't have a very wide bandwidth. Because you figure most computer monitors, you're talking about maybe a few hundred hertz to maybe 8 or 10,000 if you're lucky. They're basically just full range speakers, not a wide bandwidth.
Right.
That's what I need to know, Jim.
The cat.
I can do workarounds, but I don't
put my
know.
email in the private chat. It is not case sensitive, so you can use it upper, lower case.
Well, my hobby is audio engineering, not like what you're doing, designing and building loudspeakers.
Right.
I mean that's
I'm
completely
trying to do
different.
this from a cell phone tonight, and let me get my hand out of the way.
Yeah, I'm using a Logitech web camera, and one thing I'll point out that I know from audio, if I would record music playing through a sound system with a web camera, the audio sounds awful. Now I don't have a cell phone. My son has one of those iPhones. If you record anything with an iPhone, the digital to analog processor, it's the same thing like what's in a CD player. The sound comes out really excellent, the quality.
Yeah. See, I use Droid. It's the same way. It has the same processor in it.
Yep.
Okay, in my main listening room, I have digital to analog.
Yes.
And it's great in that room. But my little studio had to move to my bedroom.
Okay.
Because Mama didn't like all that equipment out there. But if there's any way I can assist, y'all hit me up and I'll try and do it.
Yeah, we'll get on here Friday.
Now there's some codecs that won't play.
Right.
But I got a pretty good handle and understanding of sound. technology and technicianship. And any pointers I receive welcomely.
Well, and you know what? Who's another good one at it? And you would never guess. And that's D-Dog.
I didn't know that.
Oh my God. He's got, you would think he'd been in a band his whole life, and he goes around and records bands and videos them, and he gets to get on stage while he's recording them.
Was that D-Dog?
Yeah, D-Dog.
I called out to him tonight.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know if you saw it in the chat. I said, "Where's the D-Dog?"
Yeah, he's usually over here, but he may have had prior engagements. I mean, I can't
Yeah, he
control
may.
everybody. Yeah, no, I can't control what he does.
Well,
No.
knowing D-Dog, he's probably really intense with that.
But I tell you,
He's always busy doing something.
information is always valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
I learn something new every day, and that's my goal.
Well, there's so many facets of audio to get involved with.
Mm-hmm. There's another one that's really good, and that's he goes by, when I met him, his name was Allen.
If you could
But
get
it's
him.
Dr. Rob Allen.
Yep.
And
I know Dr. Rob.
he is stupid phenomenal with it too.
I have followed Dr. Rob.
He can compete
And
with D-Dog, and I want to
Been
tell you
on
what,
the
them
same
two get
streets
together.
I have.
Yep.
I'll just share something with you in a minute.
All right.
I got to plug some power supply up here. His battery's staying low.
Ramona
But-
Perez, have a good evening and get some rest. And we'll see you back here at 7 o'clock Friday evening, Central, if you can make it. And thank you for coming in. It's a blessing.
If they don't, it's their loss.
Well, that's kind of it.
Well, it's always a fun time here.
Well, and that's why I do this. I don't do this to put out hopium or fear porn. I do this just to talk to great people.
I love straight talking.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. And people forgot all about that the last 3, 4, 5 years because of this COVID bullshit. What's it like just to talk? You know, they try to keep us from talking and keep us 6 feet away and keep us masked. And yeah, Gary Carlisle, Brian Adams is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up on Brian Adams. My little brother, he played that crap every day growing up.
And I'm into hot rods, and he covered it.
But hot rods and hot babes.
Yeah. Gerald Cummings. I'm gonna put that on the screen. That's funny as hell. Read that. It says, caution, Shane Phelps has been spotted in the area. Truth, respect, and common sense could break out at any time.
Brothers, let's make it all work.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have a
that's
common
what I
goal.
do. Here's the thing. I've been on channels that they talk unity. Every day they say something about talking unity or getting together, but they never do nothing. And here I never bring it up, but everybody comes over here and we just bullshit. Hello? In this community? In this talk? Isn't this exactly what everybody else is trying to do?
I hear you.
It's just it's a different psychology of getting people in here. And that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to come talk to great people and have a good time. I just wanted to talk again, you know?
Well, thanks, Shane.
Not that
I can't put a finger up because that's yours.
Hey,
I'm
people
gonna
need
say this.
people need to listen to music. It helps people like get their mind. It relieves stress.
It relieves them. It opens their minds and allows them to think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if they think for themselves and God gives them the gift, they'll get there.
Well, Remote got his belly full, so he's going to go to bed now. So, Remote, get you some good rest too, bud. thank you for coming over and thank you for coming up and singing us a lick. And it was great. Thank you.
Here, Remote. Tim, when Remote was up and I was talking to people in chat, like when you think of it, not so much Roger Waters, but David Gilmour, you listen to some of the lyrics of Pink Floyd, there's really a lot of biblical meaning in some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I personally always like Gilmour better than Waters. Actually, Waters really had a lot to do with the band breaking up. He didn't like the fact that Syd Barrett handpicked David Gilmour to replace him before he left.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading Carlisle's comment. Fear is their coup propaganda tool to control us. Yes, it was. But it was the thing. It was an executive order, which means it's just a highly suggested recommendation. The American people out here in this real world don't have to follow that. Only people that have to follow that's government employees. Because an executive order has nothing to do with the American people. I don't care what's written on the damn thing.
Yeah, it's not a law.
No, it's not a law. It has to go through Congress, and it didn't. So how in the hell could it? Because he has to sign off on it after it's been passed through Congress and the Senate and then to him.
Shane?
Yes, sir.
You got the light
Can I
on.
give you the shirt of the day?
Do what now?
Can I give you the shirt of the day?
Hell yeah. Yeah, if you got the shirt of the day since D-Dog ain't here, hell yeah, we want to see it.
Here you go.
All right.
And then I'm going to flip it over so you can see all of it.
All right. We the people will never give up our liberty. Hell yeah. I love it. Great
All
shirt.
right, here goes the other side. Let me straighten it out so you can see it. And some may take offense to this, but it is what it is.
There are but two parties. I can't see and pay. There are two parties. Go back down towards the bottom a little bit.
I'm
Couldn't
sorry.
read that one word.
I got the phone upside down.
Traitors and patriots. Okay, that's what it said.
There are but two parties now, traitors and patriots.
Yep, I ain't going to deny that.
Support a veteran and your Second Amendment.
Yep.
Well, you're either for America or else you're against it. There's no in between.
Well, I'm for humanity, all humanity. But yes, I do live here. I do love this country.
Yes, I am. And I'm totally into enlightening people that have not a clue, that stayed in the mainstream. And I'll tell you, for 15 plus years, I got off work about 7 p.m. I looked at 15 minutes of television and thought I knew what was going on. When I got
15
home,
minutes of propaganda.
yeah, because that's all you had time for.
Oh, I know it.
I went to work at 5, got up at 3 in the morning,
Son.
and went to bed at 7. And that's all I got pushed at me. When I got hurt, whole different research.
Oh, yeah. You got time to actually look up what they're saying.
And God lightened up my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Rolled
Lover
some
girl,
scales
good to
off
see
where
you.
I could see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different world. Like I said, I used to get 5:45 every morning. I go to bed at 9:30 at night. And, you may go work till 7 o'clock at night. And like you say, you come home, you eat, you watch something, and
You do it all over.
Yeah, and then you
When
start
I work-
all over and do it again.
When I worked the foreign islands, like Hawaii, Guam, those places,
Yeah.
it was 2 hours to get to work, plus your
Oh.
12-hour day.
Yeah. That's just if there's no overtime.
Yeah, and once you got there, you were too tired to discern what.
Uh-oh.
We lost him.
Yeah. He had another button again.
Either that or his cell phone.
Back.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
now he's back. Yeah, you're back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. Pressed the wrong button. I'm new. I'm
It's
a
all good.
newbie to this.
Okay,
Other
well,
things, I've been a lifer.
right.
Missile in space, submarines. Yeah, I got them by the back of my hand.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's, where life took me. Didn't expect it, didn't see it coming, but that's what we did.
Well, who did you serve with?
I started with Lockheed Martin,
Okay.
finished the Trident program, moved over to the submarine platform, General Dynamics electric boat.
Okay.
Became a ship's competent person, which is one step below a marine chemist.
Right.
It's basically the equivalent of let me look at the acronym. ACGIH, which is basically industrial hygienist.
Okay.
Had to qualify with them, had to sign off on them, had to do the OSHA thing, had to sign off with them. I got so many wall plaques and they're useless.
Oh, yeah.
They just mean that you completed the course and you satisfactorily satisfied their demand.
Yeah, it's like a tailgate party every morning when you show up to a location.
It's like having
Yeah.
a trophy.
But the
Well,
main
yeah,
thing
that's all
was
it is paper trophies. It's portation. It's a portation.
the main thing is I had to write a work request and chit for every submarine every day before anybody can go to work safely.
Wow.
And that considered every area and aspect that was being worked upon. Then I had to go
That's
to
why
the
it was
duty
that May.
officer and get his concurrence. So
So was that at dock when you did all that, or did you have to do some of that out
yeah,
at sea?
they flew me to everywhere submarines dock.
Nice.
And I did
Damn.
that for 15 years of the last of my life till they hurt me.
Yeah. You told us about that earlier.
Are
Yeah.
you retired now, Ducat?
I'm retired now. I'm
Good for you.
loving life. I'm trying to get my life back and trying to move on from here and shed truth and light to people.
No, absolutely.
That's what
No,
they
it's
need.
good to having you on, man. I love talking to you.
They don't need any more lies. They need some
No,
truth.
hell no. They got plenty of them. Go anywhere.
They need the truth to wake them up.
Yep.
Some will, some won't, and some never will. But that's what
Gary
we're all here
Carlisle
for.
says something. Choctaw Nation Defense. I was press operator and INF 11B. So I'm not real sure what that is, but I'm sure somebody will enlighten me.
Well, earlier in life, before all this, before I went to the military side, I was a printing press operator and I worked in the engraving shop.
Okay.
Used to set the type and analysis for all the feed bags and all the other incidentals.
All right. Al Bundy was 31R for Romeo.
Yeah.
Army infantry is what Gary Carlisle says it was that he was in. So, wow.
I got a very, very background that if God told me early on, I wouldn't have believed it, even coming from God. But I've been blessed and I've made it through it
There you go.
by His grace. That's all I can say. I've signed all them agreements, and I was at the top of the list, even down to Korean.
Cool. Nice. Well,
So,
I mean,
I got
you
a
know,
handle on what's going on and what's real, what's not, in circular conversations that are for the general public.
that's right.
I don't know what else to say, but I just felt like I needed to come up. You needed people there tonight, and
Yes.
I totally support you, Shane.
Well, I
And
appreciate
support
it. And
you,
I
Jim.
appreciate every minute of you.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to.
And if you
talk to
see
tonight.
something come across that's abstract, there might be a hidden meaning in it. That's all I could say.
There's a lot of hidden meanings and everything going on.
I ain't
Yeah.
no kidding.
I try and talk in code the best I can.
Yeah, and that's all we can do. And yeah, you got NDAs and we got, Screw Tube bending us over every chance they get. So
But we're going to stay on. If you don't see me every night, I'm still in the background.
all right, no, sounds good. I love it when you're on. I mean, yeah, I like when you come up.
Yeah,
Love
Dakota,
you
I just
all.
started seeing you the past few weeks.
Love y'all, and you're all educated people, and you know what's what.
Well, we're trying.
Which,
And we put the truth out there.
well, too much. About 1/3 of the population in this country just believe everything the mainstream media tells them. They're like programmed automatons.
Oh,
Basically.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's like sponges that suck it up without checking.
oh yeah, and that's what caused us to be in this predicament we're in right now. Anyway,
Yeah.
I
Nobody
mean,
has
it is what it is.
accountability. No accountability for what they say. No accountability for what they do. And God hopes it change.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, it's coming, whether they like it or not. It's coming.
You know what I
I
just
have a
figured
feeling
out?
it's coming.
If I put a hat on, I may be a second brother to Mr. B. I'm going to try it here in a minute.
All right. Yep, because that's what he looked like when he crawled in his car tonight and was talking to us. So yeah, you could pass as a twin.
Another brother from another mother.
That's it.
Hey, man, I
Hell
love
yeah.
y'all.
Oh yeah, no, it's great having you up here, man. I appreciate it.
I love y'all. Keep producing the truth. Truth brings to light, and the rats and roaches run.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Anytime you turn on a light, they all run.
Yeah, but
They
some
don't
people
like
will
it.
never accept the truth. I have family members that they think they're just so great, and everything they're for is immoral. If you ask me, it's like how can someone be for abortion but against the death penalty?
Yeah. What's the difference?
It's the
The
biggest
hell's the
hypocrisy known to man.
John or Jim, I'm sorry,
Jim.
mispronounced. Jim Boswell.
Yep.
I got bad eyesight at this point, about 2 feet out, and forever I could see.
Well, I
But,
started wearing reading glasses when I turned 40.
Yeah.
Dollar store ones.
somebody
Oh,
cut
yeah.
their cable and they'll get enlightened.
Oh yeah. Cut the TV off. Turn the damn thing off and
Just for about a 2-week period, and miraculously reconnect, and they'll have a different opinion.
yep.
if the power grid goes down for a few days and they can't charge their cell phone and be on Facebook, they'll need counseling.
Oh, yeah, there's some of
Oh,
them that'll
yeah.
need mental
Yeah.
help and drugs for the rest of their lives. They'll have
And
they'll have a nervous breakdown,
and
stroke
they'll
out.
come to somebody that has some portion of truth, and they'll latch on
Yep.
like a young calf.
Yep.
They're all brainwashed.
Well, they'll go to milk. I mean, you got to starve them a little bit, and they'll go to milk no matter where it is. And milk is the bread of life for the calf. It is, and so it's the same way with people. They'll be the same way. You give them the truth, and you put out what you can, and when it comes back up, if it goes out, then and you're still there, and you're doing what you're doing.
Spit out the sticks, and hope they get healthy.
Carlisle says it's taken him 4 years to adapt. Yeah, it takes a while.
I
love y'all.
Well, shit.
You're doing it. You're doing it big.
Well, back when my dad was alive, he died a couple of years ago. I remember him speaking out against us going to war in Kuwait. My dad used to subscribe to the Spotlight. I don't know if you ever heard of that newspaper. The guy that started the Libertarian Party, I think he may have died 15, 20 years ago. He started a newspaper called the Spotlight. And the stuff in the Spotlight, it's almost like the stuff we've been talking about the past couple of years. The stuff this guy started pointing out about what was going on in this country and in the world is basically everything that's happening right now.
Yep.
It all must be predicted before it happens.
Yep.
God's going to ensure that so the remnants survive.
Yep. Don Ritchie, hello. Welcome in. Yeah, we're going to be shutting this down here in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm already a half hour over, but hey, we was here to have a good time. Plus, Creek's coming on, so I don't want to step on his toes and get into his 10 o'clock hour.
Well, Shane, you made up for not being on the other night.
Do what now?
You made up for not being on the other night.
Oh, yeah. I have to make up for that. Hey, Larry. Yeah.
God foreknew what was going to happen, so we're all here.
Oh, yeah.
Reinforce. Keep the steady.
There's a reason for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That there is.
It's just a matter of connecting the dots in all the right positions.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Larry, it's been a while since I got to see your name in the chat. Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, I know Larry Schulte.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to drop down. I love y'all. Love the message. Keep it rolling.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do my best, bud.
I'm glad you came up tonight. I'm getting to know you a little better now.
Promise from this end.
Okay, you take care of that.
All right. See you, bud. Yeah, I'll do my best as long as God allows me to be on this top side of the dirt. I'm okay. Can't do nothing if he don't allow me to be up here anymore. I guess I better help him. Yeah, I'll help him out. There we go.
Chrissy Cat's curling up with her blankie.
Right. Right. Yep. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody that come in here the last minute or so. Yeah, I don't see anything new. But anyway, Jim, you gonna be around Friday?
Yeah. You'll be on late Friday, right?
I'll be on 7 till, yeah, at least 9, maybe 11. Hell, who knows?
Okay.
If it's going good, I'll stay until everybody wants to get out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check in. At 8:30, my wife uses the computer, and then goes to bed like about 9:45, because she's up at 5:30 she's up at 3:30. Actually, she had a little mishap today. She got a flat tire going to work.
Oh, shoot.
Well, she pulled in the office and the tire was going flat. And the physician assistant that she works with was kind enough to change the tire and put the donut on. I thought I was going to have to drive down to where she's at and do it myself.
Right.
And it took him like about 10 or 12 minutes. Actually, after she picked the car up, she stopped at the liquor store and got him a bottle of whiskey. She's going to give him tomorrow.
How far would it have been for you to have drove?
About 25 minutes.
Okay. So, yeah, he is about half the distance away.
Well, he was there already. And it's like this. Anytime I've gotten a flat tire on my Chevy Silverado, it's happened a few times. I can't even get the lug nuts off. And once I came to have them tow it, and they couldn't get the lug nuts off. They put those lug nuts on so tight with a pneumatic wrench. But it seems like on the cars, because she has a Ford Focus, it's easier to get those lug nuts off. Because it happened on her Escort a few years ago one morning, and I changed it in no time.
Right. Yeah. If they put it, see, my brother, he does all my tire work, and he'll put it on with an impact, but he'll just run them up just because it's quick, but then he'll tighten them by hand. And that way you can get them loose, because if not, yeah, you can run them up so tight with these aluminum rims anymore, you'll bust a damn rim if you're not careful. Don, it's all good. Hey, family issues happen, man. Trust me. It's where I was Monday.
Yeah, nobody wants to have a flat tire when they're out on the road.
Oh, shoot, no.
It was a rusty nail. It's like, why are there nails on the road?
Trust me. I had a rear end seal replaced on the driver's side of my truck. So I had them just go ahead and do both sides, both back, on the back end. They took the brake calipers off, yanked off the hub, and replaced the wheel bearings. And because I had one leaking, I didn't want to catch on fire. Well, this has been about 3-4 months ago. The other day, someone jumps in my truck. I give them permission, and they took off down the road, got about 3 miles down the road, and the passenger backside brake caliper bolt fell out. The top one did. And they hit the brakes to slow down, and it rotated that caliper up, ripped the bottom bolt out. So now there's no bolts. And then ripped a hole in my aluminum rim.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's only $400 and some to replace just that one rim.
What year's the truck?
2012.
Well,
It's a 2012 GMC Sierra. It's got the 6.2 with the Allison tranny. Yeah, it's loaded. I mean, it's got remote controlled airbags on the back. It's got remote controlled tonneau cover. And that's how I bought it. It had 25,000 miles on it when I bought the damn thing. But yeah, when that happened, it shelled that damn rim.
Well, 2 years ago, I had to have the rear brakes completely replaced. Everything all the way down to the axle.
Yeah, I replaced the rotor on the driver's side. I didn't have to on the passenger side, but I did replace the brakes and all that when I had them in there.
Well, the next major work I'm going to have to get done on my 20-year-old truck that only has 54,000 miles is I'm going to have to get the leaf spring supports replaced.
Yep.
It's like I try not to go out in the snow with the salt on the roads unless I have to.
Yeah, I got all that bromine on the road. Yeah, it'll eat up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go out there during the winter, the first nice day it's 40 degrees, get out there and nothing else, throw a sprinkler under the damn thing.
Well, I've gotten underneath the. You know what I did? That I've done a few times. Instead of taking it with a truck wash, hook up a garden sprinkler, clean off the underside of the truck, then get underneath there and just spray everything with black Rust-Oleum.
Oh yeah.
It takes about 5 cans to do the whole underside of the truck.
Yep.
Because the frame is, the guy that works on my truck said, if I keep taking care of this thing, it could last another decade.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Especially you being up there towards the coast in Pennsylvania.
Well, I'm like 95 miles from the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, but still, that salt there still carries.
Yeah, but you don't smell it. If you would go down to where my wife's brother used to live in Hamilton, you can just tell it's the air. If the wind's blowing the right direction from the sea, you can tell it's salt air.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know people from Michigan. We bought cars from Michigan, and the frames were more rotted out from the salt than it was from being in the California coast. I mean, I don't know. That shit carries a long damn way. Yeah, it's crazy.
The one thing I've noticed, like when I'm outside in the evening, if I turn one of the outdoor lights on, you can always see particles in the dark blowing around in the air.
Right. Yep.
And people, I don't think, are really aware of that.
Yep. I'm just trying to keep up a chat here, seeing what all they're talking about. Anyway, I think we're going to roll this up for the night, and we'll be back Friday at 7:00 Central, unless something major happens at something I can't be on. But I will do if God allows me to keep getting up every morning, I will be here Friday at 7:00 Central.
God willing.
Oh, absolutely. He only promised us today, he never promised tomorrow. So long as he allows me to wake up, I'm still good. But y'all have a great evening. And Jim, thank you for coming up and hanging out with me. And
Well, thanks for having me up. I enjoyed talking to you.
oh, absolutely. No, I always enjoy it. Yeah. And all my mods, thank you all for doing what you do. I appreciate it. Y'all are great. And like I said, if it wasn't for you in the chat, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you all very much. See you, Gary. And so anyway, all right. Well, we're out, and we will talk to you all Friday, 7:00 Central. Good night, everyone.
Take care, everyone.